Hey everyone, welcome back to the BB Bunker. Today we're looking at Don't Go to the Reunion. This is 2013, brought to us from Slasher Studios, Mike Goltz and Kevin Summerfield. This is the story of, so it's a typical revenge type movie where, prank goes too far in high school and go 10 years later, a bunch of the same people who pull off the prank, invited for their reunion. And of course doesn't strike any of them as odd that it's off at this house, kind of, not really at the school or at a restaurant or a bar. I think it's at this strange house. Now, to give a little background, Mike Goltz, Kevin Summerfield, they've done some great shorts, particularly Teddy, which I liked a lot. And it was a great little, short homage to slasher films. And that's kind of what they tried to do here, except as a feature length. They went for that homage to slashers. And I think it mostly works. I don't want to sound too harsh on the movie because I still enjoyed it. I still had a good time with it. And there's little things I picked up, little nods to stuff like that. Pay attention to character names and stuff like that. There's little nods, and as I said, it's an homage to 80s slashers. I think for their first outing into a feature, I think they did a pretty good job. I don't think it shows the same. I'm not even sure the right word I want to do, but it doesn't give quite the same feel as like Teddy did. Teddy it seems so perfectly compact in its completeness. It's just this little compact ball of good slasherness. At times, I think this one, I don't know, it almost felt a little rushed. But I mean, that could be me, and I don't know. I mean, now that I've done one movie on my own, which is just a short, I can see where certain things might come into effect. I know there are some great kill shots in this movie, which you want in a slasher. You want to have some. The kills are part of the big thing. You need to have those good kills, and they've got a couple really good ones in this. However, there's a couple where it seems like they kind of cut the corners a bit, and now that might be a budget issue. And if it is, I can easily accept that, because it's an independently made movie. You only have so much money to work with. The acting for an independent film is actually pretty darn good. I think they did a great job with that. Like I said, part of it is just, I don't know. It just seemed like it wasn't, the concept was like mostly fleshed out, but not completely. But like I said, I still had a good time with it. I liked the direction it took, and as a homage to 80s slashers and just slashers in general, I think they did a good job. And I don't want to spoil anything for the movie, but I can see things that obviously other movies these guys actually liked. And I don't want to spoil them because I don't want to give away the ending or, anything like that. And that's not a spoiler saying that there's an ending. Of course there's an ending. I'm not going to say what it is. I think you should still watch this movie. If you like slashers at all, I think you'll enjoy this. For an independently made movie, they do a pretty darn good job. Now on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to say it's kind of like a real class reunion. And I mean, this might apply more to me because high school for me wasn't like a terrible thing. I mean, yeah, I had my typical, growing pain stuff, but I had a great group of friends going through high school, and I actually keep in touch with most. But there's those few that you'd like to catch up with again, and that's kind of how this feels. Where there's those people you haven't seen for a while. Where for me, going with slashers, you'd be like, I haven't seen Jason, and I haven't seen the Scream movies, and I haven't seen that type of stuff for a while. And this is just kind of that little nod to them, so it's that little bit of nostalgia, but there's just something about it, that doesn't sit quite right with me. Part of it is, there's still some of those assholes that I knew in school who are still assholes. And I, could do without that. So that's kind of, there's that little bit, there's that little ball in the corner that I don't want to deal with. And there's just something about this movie that just kind of felt that way with me. And I don't know, I'm probably thinking too much about it, because like I said, I've watched the movie twice. So I don't do that with most movies I review. I don't usually do 2 viewings close together, but I did that with this one because I wanted to see if I could pick up more things, which is a good thing, because if you have things in there that people are picking up on, that's good. If they're too easy to pick up on, that's bad, because then you're pushing in their face. I don't think they did that with this. I think they have the things, if you've watched 80s slashers, if you watch slashers in general, or horror in general, you're going to go, oh, okay, I see a little thing there, and I see a little thing there. So I went back to see if I could catch more, and I did catch a couple more. So the fact that it garnered a second viewing out of me should prove that it's a decent flick. I am looking forward to what these guys do next because, like I said, Teddy, was this more complete thing for me, and I'm, now looking ahead myself, going that leap to a feature. That's a giant leap, and even though this is a little on the, I don't really want to say short, it's like 74 minutes, so it's over an hour. So I mean, it's a feature film, but that's a huge jump from a small, 5 to 10 minute short. That's a gigantic leap, and just knowing that the budgets and the work that's involved with that, I don't envy the stuff that they had to go through. But like I said, I'm curious to see what they're going to do next. I mean, I like the fact that there are people out there taking risks and doing these things and doing things they love, because if you watch the movie and if you ever talk to these guys, they love what they do, and you can tell they love horror, they love independent films, and it shows. And I want to see more out of these guys because I do like, they're good guys. Independent cinema, and support that shit, people. So, and I'm rambling, so I'm going to stop there and just say, go see it. Don't go to the reunion. Another one I caught at the Oshkosh Horror Film Festival, which if you have a film festival near you, especially an independent one that's really independent, support those people, support those events. That's all I got for this one. Till next time, you all stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.